this is IBIS paint. So I'm just going to color this, and I'm not going to. I won't put color there. So I'll just shade it. I'll just shade it because this app it's frustrating. It's frustrating for so many reasons. Maybe because it's the laptop version. It's the laptop version. So maybe because it's the laptop version. That's why it's doing like this. So in order to shade first, you have to know where your light is coming from. You understand? So this is a reference now. This is too complex because there's lighting. There are three lightings here. If I should correct, one from the side, one from the side, one from the side, and then there is the shading. These black sides, this here, and some other things that are there. So I wanted to use this as reference before, but since the coloring is going to take time and we don't have time here, 1 hour, and I want to make this as quick as possible for you. Sorry. So so what we firstly do is this is a layer, right? So um you would fill in the back, so it won't be white. When it's white, you won't be able to actually see where you make mistakes. So you put your pocket brush in and fill it in. Once you are done with filling it in, you highlight this one back. So at least you know that it's PNG. Now you create another layer here on top. Then on this one, the line art layer, you would use the magic wand to select the outside. You will select the outside of the line art, then you will inverse it. Then you inverse like here, like I think it's here. Yeah. So it's anything you do, it's only going to be within the the line art between this our character here. So you come back to this down layer here and sorry. So for shading, we use the multiply. Me, that's my own way. I use multiply. You understand? I use the multiply blending mode here. This is IBIS paint. Use this multiply. So multiply is like anything, the color that you pick, it will make it darker. It will like make it darker. So see, yeah, and if you notice, it's actually the same color as the background, but I don't want us to like do it like that. So what I will do is I will reduce I would reduce the brightness of the color, make it like around 40. I like to use the numbers in tens so that I don't, if I'm making a mistake, I won't forget. I will know which shading that I used for it. So instead of using this brush tool here now, I know it's going to be an anime style, cell shading style. So instead of it to actually look like this, and the brush in this Kinect was really frustrating. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sorry, because I'm used to other. So you go to this special here. Obviously, this is not what you see here, but because I've tested it already. So you click here and you see this lasso fill and lasso eraser. This is what we use to do your shading. Then when you like zoom in, this one now, even though you don't have a pressure sensitivity pen or anything, you can still shade regardless. So it doesn't have to, you can still use your hand. So this is what it will look like this. So if I wanted to like shade this part of this, I swear this thing is frustrating me now. So let's say I wanted to like shade this place like this now, like this side of her face. See how easy that is. Now it's because of I'm very sorry, please. It's because I'm using the app and it's so weird. Like I'm not even like it's too strong. The pressure and everything. I can't control this thing properly. So my shading might not be accurate, but please just help me manage it. I wanted to put it on YouTube before, but I just said, well, since I'm going through this much issue, don't let me don't let me go there yet. So this is how you just be shading. Now, obviously, depending on how you want to shade it, this shading is actually too much. So we'll just come here and reduce it to like 50%. Do you understand? Now this one is like beginner friendly. This is a beginner friendly thing. This is how you what I want you to do so that you get used to how the how to follow lines, so something like this, and you come here, do it like this. So when you want to clean something, let's say you want to erase this thing now, you just click here the same way you used to erase, like this, simple, and you erase it. See, so this is what I'm saying now. Is this line, from this line that I wanted to erase it, and it's targeting outside, so it's actually very annoying. So if your lines are like wobbly and you don't like the way it's, see the way my lines are wobbly, you just like come here and turn the stabilizer on. Now it's either you do it like real time or after. I'll pretend like you've not done this before. So real time is as you dey do am, like as you dey as you dey as you dey draw, as you dey select, as you dey lasso, it will the sensitivity will actually be like harder, so that it will be more stable. When you do after is once you've traced it finish, like this, it will now just adjust. Shey you get? Now anyone you want to use depends on you. You have to just play along. First test. So I'll use after, and like this. So let's say the light is from here now, and it's like a strong light, and I actually want this half of our own body here. So I'll just like do it roughly like this, and you know, see now this is not actually fine. This one is even much better because it's following the her lines. It's following, like, see as it's curved, this one curved, as it went like this. That's how you do it. And since lighting is from here, you know that this place like this, there are going to be shadows. These are the things you have to take note. You study sorry, you study some images from reference. You use reference. I'm not using reference now because I'm just trying to make this thing as quick as possible. And the time here is actually very annoying. So since I'm using free, let me just focus on shading for now. So if light is coming here, there still has to be shadow like around the side. So let's say around even this place, our belly button side, like it still has to be shadow there. You would press here to clean this side when it's coming out. So, and if you want to make it specific, you zoom in, tag along the line art, and you just go like that. So clean it again like that. So sorry. And I think she's wearing a top on this, so give a shading here like this. Yeah, and where her, you see these creases, where are these lines meet, like this. Make sure that when all these folds and everything, you give it shading, because that's the only way you can define it, and so actually like makes sense. It's easy for me because I'm actually using a kidney, but I've used my hand before, and you know, I wanted to just make this tutorial for you. I didn't want to start learning how to do it back on my phone. My phone self don't get you. So yeah, something like this. Mm. So like since light is coming from, like, the light is coming from here, like this. You understand? So this place too is obviously going to be dark, like here, like around this side too, like this. And you see, most of the dark most of the artists that did this, the artist that drew it, he already made some dark lines here, some weighted lines, like the way they inked it. So when you want to like share this place, you make sure that you like follow like a pattern or anything or some sort, because that's the only way it can see. I mean, if you look at this now, it's more than if I just came and I just did it like this. You understand? And even this one self is still fine. I mean, if you look at it from far, it's still okay. It's you like you have to like follow the shape and make sure that that's how you you are consistent with that shape. Because I did it like this now, I make sure that I do it like this and like that, and so that everything all makes sense. So this I don't even know what this thing is, but let me just come here to the side here and here. So her face now, this place now is the under of the hair. This is like at the back of the hair. No, like under her hair, sorry. So that place still has to be dark. Now, normally it will be darker than this side because it's not in the same position as her face is face sorry. So yeah. But we don't even need to make it since light is coming from there. And what artists I find artists do that when light coming from here, and I've seen it in movies and this because I used to like notice, I used to observe it. Is hold on, I'll show you now. Is that once they reach around here, there used to be a like soft triangle here, so, or even if it's like small, to just show that I would soften this one later. But for now, let's just so even this one now, even this triangle you want to draw, you have to make sure that you are following this side of our face like this, so that even if it's not everything, so that it will so everything will make sense once you zoom out. Once you zoom out. So I like to shade this side of the face too. I like to just like do it. I don't know why. Oh, sorry. So I like to please keep in mind that there are several ways one can do this on IBIS. There are different methods. Everybody has different methods. The cocoa is which one works for you. That's the most important. And okay, oh, which of these I've learned so many methods. Which of this method is okay for me to be using, and that's what I want to use as my style. That's how you generate your style. Taking different artists' methods and like using your own, you learn from them. That's just how you learn. That's just how you know that oh, this is my style. Like this now, I never get style. I never even get style, and that's because my drawing. I don't even know what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing. I've not even found that niche of art that I want to sit down and start drawing. I'm thinking of doing fan art, but sometimes fan art don't used to work for me. So I will start facing some issue, and because the way I learned how to do digital art was not in a nice way. So I to me, oh, so I never really liked it. So the thing actually stopped the way I used to draw normally. So now I'm like trying to draw back, trying to draw, but I mostly do portraits, but I don't want to do portraits. That's just the thing. I mostly do portraits, and I don't know. So even this crease self, even here, see this line here. So that the artist even made this size dark. That's because he knows that there's light. Like normally, self, I could have even read where his oh, let's not forget this place too. Now light is coming from this side too. So this place will be dark. This will be dark. This side here that he extruded and he beveled. Yeah, and this place too. So yeah, I like to shade this side. I don't know why. I just like it. I don't like to leave it like that. Maybe I'll reduce it or something. So that okay. So let's say you want to like reduce a part of this place now. When I was using IBIS paint, this is what I would do. I would turn this back like this. I would change it to eraser and I'll reduce the opacity of it to like 20. And I'll just like that. I'll do it again. Like that. Do it again. Since light is coming from here and it's going to be a very strong light, it's not necessarily has to be as dark as this one. So you increase opacity back, don't forget to down. And please make sure that you are doing it on the shading layer. Don't go and mistakenly do it on this one or this one. That's in the paint. So uh yeah, so you drag it like this. Sorry, I'm trying to be fast. We only have 30 something minutes left. uh, so this hands now, hands, every artist nightmare. I can see is that this guy, he nailed everywhere, but see these hands. Damn, whoever do this tried. I won't even have finished this if I saw that my hands look like this. Yeah, this is better than all this AI art. So since this is the hand here, you want to like shade this part, like shade around here, and maybe somewhere here, yeah, maybe somewhere here, like this. Yeah, this is just a quick shade. Okay, and even on the finger self to show that there is like dimension, like here, shade here, and like here too. Okay. So this is like basic shading. What about the hair? Now I don't know what these things are, but let me just darken down just to that side. And I think maybe like cyborg or something. So this one I will obviously give this side the shading. No, I'll give this side here because the light is coming from this side. So I'll give this side shading, and I'll come here and shade like this. Yeah, like this. So even this eyes here, I'm supposed to shade here. But because I've reduced the version of this one. Okay, let me see the hair. Now, hmm, even my hair, I'm not really good with hair yet, but let me just try. There are hair is one thing I say about it. There are different kinds of rendering of hair, and I haven't even learned how anime does their own. And I really like the way they do their hair. Like, see now, I don't even know what I'm doing. So please, I'm very sorry. Maybe for another day, we'll touch this hair thing since it's not yet, because there are still other. Okay, this place looks like it's metal. So let me give this some shading. So now that we are done with, like, let me just say we are done. Let's just say we are done. Okay, with what of this side here. Please, do you know the artist? Like, I really like this guy's art. He knows how to do this thing. Okay. So okay, this place. Let's just shade this place properly. Let me fine tune everything. Yeah, I'm not a perfectionist, but at least I just like when I used to imagine that it's other artists that see my work. So I'm like, okay, at least let me even try to show efforts that okay, yes, this young man knows what he's doing. It's not just doing it anyhow. So this is manageable as per its basic, but we should not be strict on ourselves. You understand? So once you are done with that, you can now. Normally, I would say you should. Normally, what I will do is I will look for the places that are darker and make a darker shade. That's what I would do. Since it does, like, even though it's basic, there are some places that light will hit. We call that ambient occlusion. So as wait. Let me remove it like this. So if you zoom in, you see that this place is so neat. So you don't even have to like start erasing outside, start cleaning outside. You don't have to worry about that. So what you want to do is, I went back to this thing now. So what you want to do is create a new layer on top of this mid shade. Call it mid shade. So call it an ambient occlusion, or we'll just call it darker shade if the grammar is too much. Call it darker shade. Now where the light, in imagination, light is coming from here, we can see that okay, this is where the light is coming from. Where the light it won't be able to touch is where we would use for this one. So let's say so okay, this one won't work. So I'm at 50%. So I will come here and I'll reduce it. This is just for shading. Please, when you want to do it with color, that one is another topic on its own. And I wish you were like, I wish you were not using. I put it to something like 60 so that it will show that it's dark. Uh-huh. No, look, it's almost the same thing with this one, so I need it to be more than that actually. And all the softwares, like for example now, when I did this with the software I used to use, this is not how it will show me. So see, it will not be showing me the one in the back. So this is the problem with apps. Oh, it was on normal. Very sorry. I put to multiply and yeah, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So it's too dark, so it's like 60. Yeah. So now you wonder how will you know when something's too dark, when something's too light. It's it's all about how you want it to be. If you want it to be too dark, sure you won't make it 100% the layer, you make it 100%, but you can make it around that 70, 60, 80. That's how you know that it's too dark. It's just about setting up the mood. You understand? So when I was talking about that this place will be darker, that's what I was saying. So this place now, you make sure that you're very careful that this one doesn't like. Oh, okay, yeah, this one too is with it. Come here like this, and you just give it that tap. Yeah. So if you can see the difference, you say that okay. Now this shadow you show you that the hair is in the back. Light cannot touch this side or this place. Now places like this, just small lines like this, small lines. You understand? And this place here, places like this, that light cannot touch. That's the light that you've said that okay, this is the lighting that I want to use. So when you are watching movies, just observe how light is hitting their face, observe how or people's artwork. Like some people, like for example, I'll give myself an example now. I can't draw the way I used to draw before, but one thing I'm confident with is my lighting and my shading. Even though I'm not pro yet, I'm very confident with that one that yes, because I had to pay for some courses and it's actually working out for me. I cannot lie. So this is this place now. Light won't hit this place like this. So light won't hit here again. So just like yeah, just places like this. See this dark. It will just show. Although sometimes the line art will be the one to do it for us like this, but that one is if you want to do like intense shading. This one now I can come here and just give it one curve like that. Not necessarily, sha, but it's not like you don't have to put like everywhere, but the place that you know that light no fit hit like that. Normally, say I supposed to put them around this side to self say, but I like to do it like I should put them like this. Sorry. So even this place too self. So one thing I know that digital art, some people they sabi draw on digital, but their coloring used to just spoil the way the drawing would look like, beautify that line art that would be dope. But because they don't know how to shade, they don't know when to use this, when to use that, and because of the lack of knowledge and everything, they won't actually they won't give that line art justice. Oh God, give that line art justice. So yeah, that's okay. Here and places like this now, this place, this place, where all these Chris foods they, yeah, places like this. Now, even this cell shading, there's a more advanced way of doing this thing than the way I'm telling you. It's because I don't want to and because you're using your hand, I don't want to overwhelm you with too many methods. So this is the dark. So now you can like you can remove selection area and you've gotten your shade. Now for the lighting, like the light, say lighting they come here already. So let me just okay again I would click on here. Now, since let me use this one as example now. Let me just use this one as example. So, hold on, please. I'll use one as example now. So, what we'll do is look at this light. See, there are two lights. There are even three sef, but we just want you get now. We just want shaking it. So I go I go just take airbrush for here. I go just take airbrush for here like this. Ehen. And I go come here. I go select any color. And one thing you need to know about colors is there are different kinds of color. There are different kinds of coloring and how to combine color. So that's topic for another day. But you use complementary. Complementary means this color here. If I want to use another color, I have to make it like this. It has to be like the same thing. You understand? It has to be like in the same line. I will just use that one to explain to you like this. So let me just use anyone. Here, I'll come here. I'll change this layer to add. That's how to give it lighting. And if I do it like this, see, of course, it will not be the same thing because of it will not be the same this thing because but it's because of what add does is the light, the color at the back of it, it like adds this. I don't know how to explain to you, but this is just how it is. You just do it small small. Shey you get? Since you are using your hand, shey you get? So you just do it around it small small like this. It like for rim light, that's what I use for rim lights like this. This where like one other this is like of course it's like a cyborg thing, so let me just do it like this, though I'm not giving this thing like mad justice like that, but so yeah, this is it. And when I want to now and select the other color, just come here like this and just around here using my now this one before you do it on another layer in case if you want to change the color of this one, another layer, go back, do to add, and you just come here and like this. So some people they like to like add some to show that lights also they touch this side. They go add them here. Hey, let's say my gem won't die. So you come to this side and you would yeah. So the coloring right now is going to be a bit hard because of you're just picking anything. You don't even like know what we are doing, but we are just playing shade get everything are like freestyle. See that the color that is here is from the color that is here. So that's because of I didn't have a palette. Like so if next time shall we'll talk about this on later, but yeah, this is how to like remove it and you don't get something like this. So I hope you understood.